Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a trip through history and look at the top 5 most attended U.S. presidential inaugurations. Coming in at number 1 is none other than our next president, Donald Trump. His inauguration took place on the same day as the much-awaited inauguration of this election. On January 20th, 2017, estimates of the crowd size ranged from 600,000 to 900,000 people, with some debate over the exact numbers. Nevertheless, Trump's inauguration was a highly watched event, marking the beginning of his presidency and one of the most polarized periods in American history. Coming in at number 4, we have Kennedy's inaugural on January 20th, 1961. Around 800 people showed up to witness JFK take office during the early years of the Cold War. His iconic words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," inspired a generation and rallied the nation during a time of global tension. At number 3, we have Barack Obama's second inauguration on January 21st, 2013, which saw about 800,000 people. While not as large as his first ceremony, Obama's second swearing-in was still one of the biggest crowds in history. The crowd came together to celebrate the continued vision of hope and change that Obama championed. Next up, we have Franklin D. Roosevelt's first inauguration on March 4th, 1933. Amid the Great Depression, over 1 million people gathered in D.C. to hear Roosevelt's promise of a New Deal and his famous line, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." His speech gave people hope, and the crowd turnout was one of the largest at the time. Coming in at number 1 is Barack Obama's first inauguration on January 20th, 2009. This was an absolute game changer. With around 1.8 million people flooding the streets of Washington, D.C., Obama's swearing in as the 44th President of the United States marked a moment of immense historical significance as the first African-American president was elected. The crowds reflected the excitement and optimism that people had for his presidency. Over the years, presidential inaugurations have changed a lot. In terms of attendance, the numbers have grown exponentially. The very first presidential inauguration in U.S. history, for example, the estimated crowd was only between 1,000 and 2,000 people, a far cry from the millions we see today, right? Although the crowd was modest compared to modern inaugurations, the significance of this event cannot be overstated. This was the beginning of the United States under the new Constitution. Washington was not only the first president, but the first to define the ceremonial duties of the office. The symbolism of Washington's inauguration set the stage for everything that followed, and the ceremony itself marked the start of the United States' future as a democratic republic. Today, inaugurations are a huge multimedia spectacle. Inaugurations come with grand parades, musical performances, and massive crowds. Gone are the days of a small ceremony in a modest setting. Now that we've looked at the past, we're heading into the future. With the next presidential inauguration just around the corner, I want to know, what do you expect out from it? Will the crowd size be larger than ever? Will there be new traditions or changes to the ceremony? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.